in New York. It's already the end of day one. Say hello.
Hi.
She's laughing at me, and she's the one who literally just stuck her phone to the window and did.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the fact that you're doing this while I'm putting my Band-Aid on.
Oh, is that for your shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I ran out of storage, and that's why the last clip got fixed. But she was fixing her shoe because we're headed into Manhattan, can't remember the side of the town, but I will put it in the clips. We're going to Comedy Cellars. I think that's the show. And then we'll go have a drink. And then I will catch you guys up for tomorrow and all of the festivities. But so far, loving it. We are in Brooklyn right now. My sister stays in this cute little apartment, a cute little kind of residential neighborhood area. So all we did today was work. So you guys really didn't miss anything so far. So I'll bring you guys along for the rest of the journey. Bye. Friday, and me and my sister are getting ready to go do dinner in Manhattan. We're going to Ollie, which I don't really know why she picked it. It's like Korean food. It's definitely something that I have not had before, so in that sense I do look forward to it. I spent all day in Brooklyn. My sister was in Brooklyn, but I spent most of the day trying to figure out a place to work in Williamsburg. She told me like I probably would like that area better, so I went to explore. And I mean, I still have to work today, so I was like looking for Wi-Fi for the most part, and then I wanted to finish the vlog that went up tomorrow, where you guys are seeing the one before this. And I walked like 3 different coffee shops and they had no Wi-Fi. And she did tell me that that was the thing. Like, I guess apparently in New York, they're trying to bring like coffee shops into third places again. And so it's more like a hangout spot, and like they want you in, get your coffee, hang out, and then go. They don't want you like staying there for a while. I get that Monday through Friday, like before 5 p.m., but I do not understand that in any other circumstance. Like, you guys live in such small spaces. You need a place to get out of your place and go work. And for there to be like 10 coffee shops within 2 blocks and maybe 2 of them have Wi-Fi, like, it blew my mind. Like, it didn't make any sense to me, a Texan. And so I ended up going to Kuala coffee shop by recommendation of one of the coffee shops that didn't have Wi-Fi. The girl was sweet. She was like, if you keep going up the street, then you'll find one. And I did. I ended up sitting next to this girl who was from New York, and she was just like, oh, well, yeah, that's normal. She's like, yeah, even on the weekends, you can't even bring your laptops. And then some of the coffee shops I walked into that didn't have Wi-Fi, the tables were no laptops allowed on the table, and they had like a small little bar area, and it said laptops only. So, I mean, I get the intention, but practically speaking, that's annoying. One of my favorite parts about living downtown in downtown Dallas is the fact that I can walk to a coffee shop and get out of my house. So I'm not stuck working from home all the time, and I don't have to just go straight into the office. So yeah, you know, just another slight difference. Yesterday, me and my sister went to the comedy show. It's called Comedy Cellars. And you're not allowed to record, so they put your phone in like a little baggie to zip it up, and then they bring it back to you whenever you get your check. The comedians were hilarious. Like, I highly recommend if you're in New York, go to Comedy Cellars. It was hilarious. We had a really good time, and then we went to La Nena, which is like a Mexican cute little restaurant on top, and then in like the basement bottom area, they had a bar, and we had just a couple of drinks. Right now I'm just laying my edges, and you guys can see I already did my little curls. I don't know if you guys have this experience. I have 3 sisters, and one thing that me and my sisters always argue about, and I wouldn't even say argue about, but it's more of like kind of like a little bit of a touchy subject, and maybe I should go to my therapist about this first, but I'm going to you guys first because whatever, is we always have this disagreement about like trauma and how much our parents' behavior influenced who we are and how we act and all of those things. And half the camp of my sibling camp is like pretty much blaming my mom, and then the other half, I don't even know if there's a half, are just a little bit more indifferent. about it, maybe. I feel like the half that is more indifferent about it is falling apart. Like there's no longer that half, and they're leaning towards the other half of the camp. And it's not like I don't feel like my parents' behavior influenced the way that we all act, me included. Like, duh. Like, everybody is a product of their genetics and their environment. However, that's everybody's case, like literally everybody's case. And there are some lucky few, likely not Black Americans, just because we have so much trauma in our history, just being Black Americans, like so many other races too. Like, there's just not that many people that have really grown up without trauma. Like, and who's to say that growing up without trauma with healthy relationships even builds like a better, solid, healthier person? Like, you know, I don't even know if that's the case either. Like, I haven't experienced that. I haven't come across people that have experienced that. I don't see that culturally. I mean, crazy just breeds crazy, and normal breeds crazy as well too. So to me, it's just like more of like a pick your poison thing. But I think my issue that I personally have with it is I refuse to ruminate on it. Like, I can acknowledge that those are things that influence my behavior, but I don't feel the need to personally sit there with a therapist and break it all down. Like, I just don't see how that's helpful. Unless it makes you personally feel better, and maybe it does help the camp that I'm talking about with my siblings feel better, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know. For me personally, I don't. I just try to give everybody grace and realize that everybody's doing their best out here, and the world's not an easy place to raise children or have a relationship or have friends, kids, parents. You know, all these things are with flawed people, which mean that people are going to hurt you, people are going to do you wrong, yada, 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 yada. And to the extent of them doing that wrong or right, or acknowledging when they're right or wrong, is going to vary so much based off of that individual's level of maturity, level of skills. Like, so many different things go into it. So that's my 2 cents. Nobody asked for it, but there it is. And I think it always just comes up whenever you're hanging out with siblings. And I think the reason that siblings also get into it so much is just because siblings are pretty much a mirror. So if you have a sibling that you feel like is doing better or worse, it's kind of like it's always going to rub you a certain way, because technically you guys have the same upbringing, you guys had the same names, you guys had the same emotionally available or unavailable parents. And so it kind of just puts things like, it makes you realize like, okay, I do have excuses or I don't have excuses, and wherever you fall within those areas. And that's why there's so much sibling rivalry. I also think about this too, like if I were to have kids, it would be so hard for me not to be a helicopter parent, because it's like, you are literally a piece of me. Like, I birthed you. And for you to tell me that I can't tell you what to do in this world is crazy. Even though I know they're a whole nother human being, like that feeling is still so wild to be able to separate yourself from something that you literally birthed and raised and gave everything to and have the most attachment to anything else in this world. Like, think about it. It's really crazy. So anyways, I'm lucky and so thankful to have really good relationships with all of my siblings. I hope they will say that and agree with that statement. I don't know, but all I can say is that I'm trying. I'm doing the best that I can with the skills that I have. And maybe I do have a responsibility to increase the skills that I can have better relationships with them. And I'll acknowledge that as well. Maybe that's something that I can look into doing as well. But yeah, overall though, I'm blessed when it comes to the family and the sibling department. And I'm super, super appreciative of that. And I acknowledge it, even the parent department. Even all the departments, I'm blessed. And I'm highly thankful. Anyway, so tonight, my sister is not a partier at all, even though she's the youngest one. She's 25. I'm 30. I'll be 32 in 3 months in December. But 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah, I did do the math right. So she said that she wants to go out tonight because she doesn't want to go out too much on a Saturday night because that'll mess up her restful Sunday, which totally makes sense. But I just, yeah, you'll know. But I'm here for it. So we'll see where the night takes us. I haven't looked up anything. I've like, even the only time I went out and I navigated for myself was today when I was going and looking for those coffee shops. And even with that, she sent me in a direction and I just had to veer off to find the Wi-Fi. So I'm actually loving this. Like, I don't have to think at all. I just follow her and I tell her what I want. Like yesterday I was like, pizza sounds good. I was like, I want something sweet. I want to go have a nightcap. And I just followed her around and it was perfect. So I'm just thinking, like, if I get bored in Dallas, I don't have to move to New York to experience New York. I can just come back and visit until she gets tired of me, until she tells me I can't. Which I think I probably have like maybe 2 or 3 more trips before she gets annoyed of me. But we'll see. We will continue to push it. So yesterday I didn't do a full face. I just did like a half natural beat. But tonight, since we may be going out, she said they have these things called hard doors here, which means that there's a dress code and that the bouncer kind of has more liberty to say who gets in the place and who doesn't. So I think we're going to try potentially a hard door spot. And I was telling her, I'm like, girl, I have partied all across the world and have gotten into clubs all across the world. Vienna, Paris, Bali, Munich, Nice, Rome, Lisbon, Mexico, Tulum, all those places, Mexico City. Like, I don't have a problem getting into a club. But do you want to be in that club? And that is the thing. And then she's also like, oh no, there's levels. This is New York. I'm like, okay, maybe. I've never experienced it, so that might be true. But I'd rather, go to like a more chill disco kind of dance bar where we can have a good time. Like, I really enjoyed Money Gun in Chicago, and I really love Double D's in Dallas, and they don't do any of that bullshit. Like, there's no paying your way to skip a line. There's none of that, and I really appreciate that. So I don't know if she knows of a spot like that out here in New York, but I would definitely enjoy that vibe. I don't really care to do the bougie stuff anymore, to be honest, because why? All right, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of concealer. I really don't have anything else to say though. I will check in with you guys and I'll take you guys along as much as I can. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm doing all of these vlogs on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and that's on purpose. The goal is that I'm going to try and do my whole vlogging journey, not the entire one. Like obviously I will invest as I get more subscribers and as I learn more, but I don't want to add too much to the learning curve right now. So I just want to focus on, oh wow, that's so bright. I'll fix that later. On using the resources, the materials that I have, and doing this as, you know, budget friendly and as vlog beginner learner friendly as possible for now. So yeah, so the iPhone, it's trash. Like the lighting and everything is not good at night. So it's a little bit more difficult to give you guys along for things at night. Hopefully we can get some more pizza tonight though. That pizza was pretty good last night. And I wasn't thinking I just got plain pepperoni and I should have gotten like a burrata or some cheese or something, man. I will say that my stomach was hurting last night. All the cheese, I had a cheese plate on the plane on the way up here, and then I had the pizza. So there's that. I tried to do a little bit of a cleanse today. I had a carrot, beet, spinach, cucumber juice today. That was pretty good. I got it in Brooklyn. And I'll say Brooklyn really does look like it does, just like on TV. All the juice spots. I did go vintage shopping too. I'll have to show you guys the jewelry that I got. All I had the patience for was just to get some rings. They had a lot of stuff. And the clothes looked nice and everything, but it was just so packed in there. Like I just didn't have the patience. If you go vintage shopping or thrifting, like, you know, you have to literally go through every single piece and it can be quite a bit of work to do. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna limit myself and get some rings because I want some more natural silver rings. The last 3 that I bought at like the thrift stores by my place have all broken. So I don't know. Maybe there's something about that. Maybe I shouldn't be buying those. I'll show you guys the rings that I got. I think the rest of this, I'm just gonna keep makeup and then do voiceover if I need to say anything. Okay, sorry y'all, my dad called, but I finished the eyebrows, the lashes, a little bit of shadow, and the bronzing. I actually really like this light, but we'll see what it looks like in natural light. Okay, I'm all done.
Type my name on your screen. I am Becky, join my scene now. Let's play Santa Christmas Eve. Oh, what a bad girl I have been. Now spot me out, I can breathe. Need no wrinkles, but my cheeks come up my nose. That grows down the chimney, down my throat. Look at me play with the big boy. Look at me spit on your toy. Look at me play with the big boy. Look at me spit on your toy. Like Cinderella, if the fixing won't stick it in. Clean up the plate and concentrate. Please, daddy, teach my brain how to be. Slap, chapbook, slap, how to be. Slap, chapbook, slap.
It's really not that funny. It's not. This is really mean. It's really mean. Not my bangs bringing you to tears. So we made it to the hotel. I didn't get the full sky room since I'm just here for one night. I didn't feel like it was necessary. Maybe we'll do some cute little photos, but probably not, to be honest. Hey guys, so today has been a struggle. If you saw the clips before, you know we had a time in the city last night. My sister's 25 and I am almost 32, so I'm struggling. Like, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but today was a struggle. We made it to brunch at 2 o'clock and then I came home and I still had to sleep all day. We had plans to go to the Met, to Central Park. Like, today was supposed to be the day in Manhattan and I just I literally cannot, but I'm gonna try and rally because I really want a dirty olive martini or a dry martini, however they say that. I want one of those, and I want some pasta. Probably not wine because that'll really fuck me up, and I have to leave tomorrow at 12, which means I probably need to leave here at like 9:30. So I'm thinking that we'll probably be in bed by midnight tonight. Like, last night was our party night. Today ended up being rest. And it is what it is. The good thing about it is my sister lives here, so I can come and visit as often as she will allow, and really whenever I want. So it is what it is. When you start to get older, you just gotta take your time. You know, you can't push it, you really can't. But this hotel is gorgeous. It's in a really good location, so I will enjoy as much as I can with the rest of the evening. It's 6:15 right now, so we're gonna try and do like a quick little walk up dinner, and guess we'll check in with y'all later. But it's been so fun. I'm loving the city. Definitely wish I could stay longer. Like, yeah, if it wouldn't mess up my next week too much, I definitely probably would stay another night or two just to experience more of like Manhattan and stuff. But we always gotta save something for next time. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. It's sweet and strong. How do I get